Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Market Minute with Jake. I am your host, Jake Eldridge with Realty One Group Eminence. And in today's Market Minute, we are discussing the real estate activity for the Gardnerville, Minden, Topaz, and Genoa area of northern Nevada. If we take a look at that real estate activity, there is currently 64 homes actively for sale right now. Out of that 64, 34 of those homes did indicate they would be eligible for FHA financing. I always like to make note of that because many buyers out there are not only taking advantage of historically low interest rates, but in addition to that, they're using FHA financing so they can put as little as 3.5% down as the down payment towards the purchase of that new home. When it used to be that sometimes a buyer would have to come up with upwards of 20% as the down payment in order to purchase a new home. So that is definitely making it a lot more affordable for people to purchase homes. Now, when we dive right into the activity for the region, again, there was 64 homes actively for sale. The highest list price was at $3.9 million. The lowest list price at only $99,000. There was one home in that 0 to 100,000 price range. Nothing in the 100 to 200,000 price range. Two homes in the 200 to 300,000 price range. 4 homes in the 300 to 400,000 price range, 11 homes in the 400 to 500,000 price range, 7 homes in the 500 to 600,000 price range, 8 homes in the 600 to 700,000 price range, 5 homes in the 700 to 800,000 price range, 6 homes in the 800 to 900,000 price range, 7 homes in the 900,000 to 1 million price range, 7 homes in the 1 million to 2 million price range, 2 homes in the 2 million to 3 million price range, and 4 homes in the 3 million to 4 million price range, with nothing over that $4 million mark. So when we break these numbers down, it indicates that the median list price for a home in the Gardnerville, Minden, Topaz, and Genoa, Nevada areas is sitting at about $699,000, with the average list price being at $956,000. When we look at the days on market activity, it is currently showing that the median days on market for a listing in the regions is at about 19 days. The average days on market is at about 46 days. Now, as you know, I do like to break things down even further for you guys. I think it's very important that if you are actively searching for a home to purchase right now, with the inventory being so limited, there's 2 things that you should really pay attention to. First, make sure that you are looking at anything that comes into a new status on the MLS. That is going to be the most recently listed houses for sale. Second, make sure you're looking at anything that's in a back on market status. What that back on market status indicates is that the home sellers had actually already accepted an offer to purchase their property, but for whatever reason, the buyer in that transaction backed out of the transaction. Now, it could be simply because their financing fell through. It might be because of home inspections. It could be due to appraisal issues. There's many factors that would come into play, resulting in a buyer backing out of a transaction. But the good thing for you, if you're actively searching and see something in that back on market status, is that now those home sellers are going to be ready to get back into contract as quickly as possible. So make sure that, if you see something in that status, go take a look at it and try to write an offer on it as quickly as possible, as the sellers want to move forward in the transaction and walk away with the proceeds from the sale. So when I break the numbers down solely based on those homes that are in the new or back on market status, there is 15 homes out of the 64 total that were in the new or back on market status. And 9 out of that 15 indicated they would be eligible for FHA financing. The highest list price for a home in that new or back on market status was at $1.7 million, and the lowest at $299,900. There was one home in that 200 to 300,000 price range, one home in the 300 to 400,000 price range, 4 homes in the 400 to 500,000 price range, 2 homes in the 500 to 600,000 price range, 4 homes in the 600 to 700,000 price range, 1 home in the 700 to 800,000 price range, 1 home in the 900,000 to 1 million price range, and 1 home in that 1 to 2 million price range. So when we break those numbers down, it indicates that the median list price for a home in Gardnerville, Minden, Genoa, and Topaz, Nevada right now that is sitting in the new or back on market status is at about $599,000, with the average list price being only at $639,000. So that is it for today's Market Minute with Jake. As always, if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to click that like button. If you have family or friends who are actively searching for a home to purchase right now, or who need help with the sale of their existing home, I'd love the opportunity to have a conversation with them, so please feel free to tag them in this video as well. There is a few ways that you can get in touch with me. First, you can call me on my cell phone 7 days a week at 775-378-4976. You can email me at jakeeldridge32@gmail.com. Or if you are watching on Facebook, simply click that send message button, and you can use Facebook's messenger service to send an instant message with your questions. And of course, I am always happy to answer that way as well. So thank you again for watching, and have a great night.